You're trying to think your way out of overthinking. That's like trying to force yourself to relax. The harder you push, the tighter the knot gets. I know what that feels like. Your mind spins through scenarios. You weigh options endlessly. You're looking for the perfect clarity that never comes. And the more you analyze, the more stuck you feel. Here's what I've found after studying both neuroscience and ancient Taoist philosophy. Overthinking isn't a willpower problem, it's a process problem. Your mind is running the wrong sequence, and nobody ever taught you the right one. Most advice tells you to quiet your mind. Meditation, breathing, affirmations. They all promise peace through mental control. But that's still fighting. That's still force. Taoism teaches something completely different. It says, stop resisting the thinking. Instead, return to the natural decision-making state your mind had before anxiety took over. Think about it for a second. A child doesn't overthink. An animal doesn't overthink. They respond to what's real, what's immediate, what's actually in front of them. Somewhere along the way, we learned to layer our thinking with doubt, with future scenarios, with what-ifs. Taoism calls this resistance to the present moment. And the way out isn't more thinking, it's returning to natural intelligence. The method I'm about to show you has 3 steps. Each one removes a layer of resistance. Each one brings you closer to the clarity that's already available. You just can't feel it yet because you're caught in the loop. Step 1. Pause the loop. This is where most people fail. They try to solve overthinking by thinking harder, by analyzing more, by getting more information. What I'm about to tell you sounds simple, but it's where the shift happens. When you catch yourself in analysis paralysis, spinning through the same thoughts, recycling the same scenarios, you need to recognize this. That's not thinking, that's resistance. It's your mind fighting reality instead of moving through it. The pause isn't meditation. It's not closing your eyes and waiting for peace. The pause is this. Notice the pattern. Actually name it. Say to yourself, I'm in the loop right now. My mind is resisting. That's it. One sentence, no judgment. Why does this work? Because the moment you name the pattern, you've stepped outside of it. You've created distance. You're no longer completely identified with the spinning. You've separated the observer from the pattern. That's the first rupture in the resistance. Here's the mistake most people make at this step. They pause and then immediately try to fix it. They go, okay, I'm overthinking, now let me stop. That's adding another layer of force. The pause is just the recognition, nothing more. Let the recognition sit for 3 seconds. That's all. Step 2. Return to sensation. Now here's where it gets interesting. Most overthinking lives in abstraction. It lives in future scenarios, in theoretical problems, in the story your mind is telling about what might happen. It doesn't live in the present. So the way out is to leave the abstract and come back to what's real right now. This is called returning to sensation. And I need you to notice your body as I explain this. Feel where you're sitting. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel the temperature of the air. This simple act, shifting from thought to sensation, breaks the overthinking cycle because your nervous system can't be in both places at once. You can't be fully in future anxiety and fully in present sensation simultaneously. The brain doesn't work that way. So when you return to your body, to what's happening right now, the overthinking naturally diminishes. Not because you fought it, because you redirected attention to what's real. The ancient Taoist masters understood this. They called it returning to poo, returning to the uncarved block, the original state before conditioning. In practice, it means this. When caught in analysis, spend 30 seconds feeling your body, your breath, the weight of your body, the temperature of your hands. Taste your mouth. Hear the ambient sound around you. That's all. 30 seconds in sensation, and you've already disrupted the thinking pattern. But there's a problem most people don't realize. They do this exercise once and expect permanent relief. That's still thinking in terms of force, like one act should fix everything. That's not how the Tao works. The Tao works through consistency, through repetition, through making it a reflex. So this step isn't a one-time fix. It's a technique you practice. Step 3. Trust the timing. This is the hardest step for Western minds because it requires surrendering control. And I know that feels risky. Your overthinking comes partly from a protective instinct. Analyze everything, anticipate everything, prevent bad outcomes. I understand that impulse. But here's what the ancient texts discovered. Clarity emerges on its own timeline. It's not produced by force. It's revealed by removing obstacles. When you pause the loop and return to sensation, you're not forcing clarity. You're removing what's blocking it. Think of it like this. Imagine you're trying to see the bottom of a river, but you keep stirring up mud. You can't force the mud to settle by forcing harder. You have to stop stirring. Then naturally, the mud settles and clarity appears. Taoism calls this Wu Wei, effortless action. It's the principle that the right action comes from alignment, not from effort. In practice, trusting the timing means this. After you pause and you return to sensation, you let the decision sit. You give it space. You don't demand an answer. You continue with your day, and you notice when clarity arrives. It will arrive. It always does. But it arrives on its own schedule, not yours. Most people don't realize they're actually preventing clarity through their urgency. The need to decide now, to know now, to have the answer immediately. That urgency is itself a form of resistance. It's fighting the natural unfolding. The Taoist approach releases that urgency. It says, the answer is already forming. My job is to remove the blocks, not to manufacture the solution. Here's what happens when you skip this step. You pause, you ground in sensation, and then anxiety returns. Because you feel like you haven't solved anything. That's because you're still waiting for you to solve it. Still waiting for your effort to produce clarity. The moment you stop trying to produce it and instead allow it to emerge, everything shifts. Now let me show you what this looks like in real time. Let's say you're facing a decision about your career. Stay or leave your job. Your mind spins through worst-case scenarios. What if you leave and can't find another job? What if you stay and regret it? What if you're making the wrong choice? Your thinking becomes circular. You catch it, you pause and name it. I'm in the loop. That's step 1 done. Then you feel your body. You notice your shoulders are tight. You take a full breath. You feel your feet on the ground. You listen to ambient sound around you. 30 seconds. Step 2, done. Then you release the urgency. You say, I don't need to know today. The answer is already forming. My job is to stay present and let it arrive. You go about your day. You check in with how you feel about the options, not how you think about them. Feeling is a different intelligence than thinking. It includes information thinking alone never reaches. Within hours, sometimes days, clarity emerges. You suddenly know which option aligns with who you actually are. The knowing isn't dramatic, it's quiet, it's obvious, it was always there. You just couldn't access it because your mind was blocking it. Why this works is important to understand. Your nervous system has ancient intelligence. It knows things before your thinking mind catches up. That intelligence is constantly sending signals through sensation, through intuition, through emotion. But when your mind is in overdrive, analyzing and projecting, you can't hear those signals. Pausing the loop quiets the noise. Returning to sensation reconnects you with that intelligence. Trusting the timing allows the intelligence to surface as clarity. The Tao Te Ching says this: the usefulness of a cup is its emptiness. Your overthinking is like a cup already full. There's no room for new information, for intuition, for clarity. The 3 steps are emptying the cup. They're making space. Once you start using this method, you'll notice something shifts. Not overnight, not magically, but gradually, overthinking becomes less sticky. Decisions come easier. You move through uncertainty with more flow because you're no longer fighting yourself. You've returned to natural decision-making. You've aligned with the way things actually work. The ancient masters called this tea the inherent power that emerges when you stop resisting. You already have this power. You've just been blocked from accessing it. These 3 steps are the key. So here's what I want you to do right now. The next time you catch yourself in analysis paralysis, don't fight it. Don't judge it. Use the 3 steps, pause the loop, return to sensation, trust the timing, 60 seconds. That's all it takes to shift the process. You're not broken. Your mind isn't faulty. You've just been running the wrong sequence. Now you know the right one. If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and keep it simple. See you tomorrow.